Hello friends, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 14. So effectively, we've been nearly uploading this series every day for a couple of weeks, which is pretty cool. Hope you're all doing well. It's Saturday, it's football day. Let me know who you've got today down below in the comments. As you're watching this, I will be in the car on the way to Morecambe, so I will have had a very early start. I will be quite a tired Lasty, no doubt about it. Yeah, if you do enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit the thumbs up button. As always, I'm looking for at least 5,000 likes on this episode, and I know you out there, you can make it happen. So go ahead and smash the thumbs up, keep that support going, and subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Thank you. Yesterday we changed the team around. I know, shock, horror. Tom changes his team. What's going on there? We also brought in Cody Gakpo because I did a couple 100k packs. Gonna finally get to my Division 6 Arrivals rewards, the reward upgrade, and I was struggling to figure out if I wanted tradable packs to try and make coins, tradable, untradable packs and some coins, or lots of untradable packs. And in the end, I went for the content untradable packs because I don't know, it just gives us more packs for the video, and I know that that's what everyone likes to watch, so I've gone for that. So we're going to stay relatively poor, but if we pack anything good, we can use it in the squad. So with that, we get an 85 to start things off. We get two 82 plus player packs. One of them is this. Two Jumbo Premium Gold 26 packs. So sort of like I think like a 15k pack, maybe a little bit bigger than that. And then two 45k packs, aka Prime Gold Players packs. So yeah, not bad for Division 6. Only really been playing the game for just over a week. So wasn't getting a whole bunch. Obviously, we got an Iago Aspas. That's an 85. I'll certainly take that. It's good fodder, as they say. But yeah, a lot of it was just sort of like, I don't know, like marquee matchups fodder. One thing I will say is that with these sorts of packs in Division 6, you do get some like position modifiers and stuff, which is very helpful as they have stayed like over 1,000 coins. If anything, they've been creeping up to 1,500 coins. So I guess I wonder what will happen actually after the first proper weekend league. You know, a lot of you will have completed it by now. Let me know who you got in your red picks and stuff. My content around that will start from tomorrow as we, you know, will attempt to qualify and then play some games and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, first Prime Gold Players pack was an absolute tragedy. It wasn't good. And the second one, we end up getting an 84. So there's no boards, there is boards, but no walkout, no special items, anything like that. And obviously just be aware that these were opened on sort of Thursday, not after Friday night when there's a new promo and whatnot. So if there's anyone here that should have a special card, it's because I opened it before that even came out. Also got the Renato Sanchez to Paris Saint-Germain SBC done. And in all honesty, if I'd have really looked at what the pack was, I probably wouldn't have bothered. Because I think I put way more in than what you actually get out. But I did put untradables in to get tradables out. So if I wanted, I could sell these guys on. And I'm sure I could make a couple thousand coins. So it's not the end of the world. So in order to have my daily team change, with the latest team of the week, obviously Sorloth came out. Sorloth. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. He's essentially the cheap Haaland. Like, and I mean that. That's not like, you know, like he is 6'4", I'm pretty sure. He's a big boy. He's Norwegian. He's a striker. He's lengthy by default, which is exactly what Haaland is. And he's left-footed. So it's like a very, very similar player in a different league. But for under 20,000 coins, it seems like a no-brainer that we should try this guy out over Lewandowski. Because if he can do some stuff, I can sell Lewa on and grab the money for him, which is at the moment just over 100k still. Or maybe not by the time you're watching this. But we're going to go into Rivals. It's a new week of Rivals for me, obviously, now. And I'm in Division 6, so I'm expecting some tough games. And we can test out Sorloth and see how he gets on. That's what I'm going to call him anyway. I might revert back to calling him Sorloth, but My friends who seem to know way more about name pronunciation and players and stuff were calling him Sorloth. So any Norwegians out there in the comment section, if you want to help me with the proper pronunciation of this man's name, I would greatly appreciate it. We lose 1-0 in that first one. This guy was like a mega sweat with the 64% possession. It made me a touch sad, but it is what it is, and we move on. Then we come up against Yaya Toure, Rashford, Forlan, Inform Valverde. Some kind of nutty players. I'd say this guy spent some FIFA points. If not, he's one of the best traders in the world. But we knock the ball over the top, and it is that man, Kingsley Coman, to take the shot. But it comes crashing off the bar, and Sorloth is there to just go ahead and head home. So good positioning from him. We're then going to whip it back stick with Frimpong, and he's there again, this time to hit a scissor kick. Sort of a half bicycles. It's an acrobatic flare shot, which we absolutely love to see, and it forced the rage quit. So I was very, very happy with the Norwegian after that one. And I'm still having hardly any possession. I think that's like my thing, is that everyone keeps the ball really well against me. I can't tackle. I struggle in defence. But I think we do score a decent amount of goals. So at least there's that, hey? So we get very lucky with the ball flowing through to Memphis Depay like this. And he's just going to keep running, knock it across. And Sorloth is there to receive the ball from that sort of driven pass and turn and just knock it into the back of the net. I get really unlucky with a slide tackle there that didn't come off, because I thought it was a really well-timed one. And it just ends up being the most tragic goal you've seen. Just such a really poor effort. And it still ends up going in the back of the net. And within a couple of minutes, I find myself from 1-0 up to 2-1 down in a game where I thought I was doing all right. But as you can see, it's a pretty even match overall. My opponent does have more possession and a higher XG, so maybe the score is legit. Anyway, Jude Bellingham knocks it out to Sorloth, and he hits a ridiculous finesse shot. Not timed, not a power shot, not a crazy trivela. It was just a finesse shot that flew into the back of the net, and we absolutely love to see that. But then I end up doing some classic lastly defending again, and it ends up going in the back of the net. But one little cross into the box. Memphis Depay is there. He can head home, and we can get it back to 3-3. Sorloth knocks it out wide to Kingsley Coman. Into Memphis. Memphis through to Gakpo. It comes down to Sorloth. Oh, yes, baby. 82 minutes on the clock. I found myself a winner. He's doing well, isn't he? Like, to me, with this sort of like lengthy meta, I gather it is going to be somewhat patched soon. Maybe by the time you're watching this, I don't know. Excuse me. But yeah, I really think he is the cheap Haaland. And it genuinely, like, there's so many similarities that I don't think it's unfair to say that. The only thing is, obviously, he's not in the Prem for Man City. He doesn't get that link exactly, but he does get the Norwegian links. And there are plenty of good players in La Liga that you can link him to. That power shot attempt from Memphis. Keeper touches it onto the bar, and Sorloth is there to head home on the... He's just in good positions a lot of the time. I really like him. And this was me using him with a finisher chemistry style, because I didn't have enough coins in my club after I bought them to buy a hunter, and I didn't have a hunter in the club. So it took until after these games to get back to my club to realise, I do now have enough to go and buy a hunter chemistry style. So in the future, he should be even quicker, because like I said, he has got that lengthy accelerate style by default. So, you know what? He's going to be quick no matter what, isn't he? As we can add some pace to that, and I think he might even feel a little bit more like Erling Haaland. So I got 50 through balls done in that little session there. Get ourselves some sort of silver trophy that I will probably never put on in my club. Still crying out for a claymore button on the objective stuff. A bunch of stuff sold. When I was trying to make money, I listed up some golds, some silvers. Keep relisting these bronzes because they're just like... They are trickling away. Like, a couple of them will sell every hour, but yeah, there's not much activity going on with those boys right there. Those bronzes. Hopefully, some good SBCs will come out that make them boom in price. So I changed from a finisher which, don't get me wrong, is a very good chem style for him. But just to increase that pace, you know, he felt fairly clunky even with the added bonuses with the dribbling stats. So I think he's always going to feel like that. Haaland feels like that, I'm sure. So just give him that pace, give him that shooting. And he turns into an 89 rated striker with that chem style, which, funnily enough, is the rating of the inform Haaland. So it kind of, another similarity. So I bought Lewa for 84.5k, sold him for 102. That's pretty good, isn't it? You know, actually making a bit of profit on him. I didn't expect that to happen. I'm sure he's down in price a little bit now because he won't be a ones to watch anymore. But I sold him at a fairly good time, I guess. And yeah, I just feel like I don't need him anymore. Sorloth, whatever you want to call him, has done the business for me and has proved himself in 5 games that I want him in my squad. And I think that him at the helm up front is going to be, yeah, almost perfection. I think it's going to work really, really well. So, like in the 3-5-2, I think the weakest link I have is probably Lucas Hernandez at the moment and Diaby. So, like that left side of my defense and midfield, I'd love to be able to sort that out. And I might look into that a little bit, actually, now that we have 100,000 coins to work with, because Lewandowski sold. I could certainly do that, couldn't I? I need to have a look at that. So for qualifiers that we will attempt for tomorrow's video, and then the weekend league after that, all being well, I will... Sorry, your voice is really starting to go. I will, of course, attempt to fix that squad in that area. There's potential to bring in, who is it? Gvardiol? I think he's a lower rated player. Like, he could play centre-back. He's quicker than Hernandez, but is lower rated with lower defensive stats. I don't know what I need to rate more, but I could get a lengthy Gvardiol at left-back and then play him as a centre-back in game. And I don't know who I could swap Diaby out for. There might be someone, I'm just not thinking of it. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's time to switch over to the Ipswich Town boys and go into this week's Silver Stars. So I just had a couple minutes of extra footage that I wanted to bring you in this episode. And I think early days, early game Silver Stars is a lot of fun. I think once everyone starts getting loads of crazy inform silvers and stuff, it gets a little sweatier and not as fun. I like it when all of these players can do barely anything and they're useless. And it's just like a comedy. It's very fun. It is a lot of fun when you're playing with these silvers early games. So making it work, getting some good goals is actually very satisfying. So oh, the old voice is gone. I don't have a nice cup of drink. This is not sponsored by Robinson's. And don't worry, it's not pure cordial. That is of course watered down in the bottle itself. So yeah, I got my wins quite quickly, and people were genuinely being pretty good about quitting at 1-0. I got a penalty at 0-0 here. I thought the guy was going to be gone before I even struck it. So I took it as quick as I can. Burns, baby Burns, getting the goal. Yeah, we love that from you, Wesley. And we get a nice little 1-0 win. So that's 3 wins. That's the wins part done. I now needed a bunch of goals and a bunch of assists. So I was hoping someone wouldn't quit. So into the next game I go 1-0 up after 15 minutes. And they don't quit, which is good for me because I don't want to keep going into game after game after game, just getting that 1-0 win. I'd rather have a game where I get loads and loads of goals and, get it all done in one. So I was 2-0 up. We make it 3-0 there. So spreading the goals out quite nicely across the players. I haven't even brought on that fella that I unlocked last week. I didn't bring him on. Connor Chaplin scores a bit of a beauty there of a bicycle kick. There was no goalie in the net. He'd sort of come out a little bit early, but yeah, nice goal from Chappers there. And then Marcus Harness hits the little Trivella at the near post to get me my 5th and final goal of the game in the last kick of the game, basically. So, 5-0 winners. That was enough assists. That was enough goals to get me actually quite a good Silver Stars player. One that I would recommend that you guys get because he was pretty useful last year. Is Teles Magno. Teles now. Don't know. Gonna go with Teles Magno. That's how I'm gonna say it. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, good pace, good dribbling. Is he getting in the starting 11 over Marcus Harness? Absolutely not. He can sit on the bench like the rest of them, but it does give me a very nice card to bring on in the latter stages of the game should I want to change it up a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot of good stuff done there today. Let me know if you think that I'm right in saying that Sorloth is the cheap Haaland. I'm curious to know your thoughts on that. If anyone's used him out there, I'm sure you'll probably agree. Smash the thumbs up on the episode. 5,000 likes is what we're looking for. And then there'll be a great potential for a double upload tomorrow. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Cheers. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Those links are down below. I'm going to go and relax the old voice now. And I'll take it easy for the rest of the day. You take it easy for the rest of the day. And I'll see you tomorrow with what is looking like a very nice double upload situation. I'll see you then. Peace.